Hi everyone, I just wanted to sit down and talk a little bit about everything that's been going on since I've been in Australia, considering I've kind of been leaving everyone in the dark. I haven't really been posting much, but just wanted to make a little video because we all know that that's what I love to do. And just kind of talk about how my first 2 weeks roughly that I've been here have been. I've taken a few videos and some pictures of the things I've done, but I just wanted to kind of recap them all and let you all know that hopefully this semester I can be making a lot of these little update videos and keeping everyone up to date while I am across the world and studying at the University of Sydney, doing exactly what I've dreamt about doing since I was little. So let me just kind of recap you on everything I've done. So here we go from day one. So I left Chicago February 11th, which was probably the longest winter break I've ever had, considering I got out of school December 6th and was home, and then went to Florida for roughly a month, and then came back and had another month in Chicago, which was really great because I got to spend time with everyone. I left Chicago February 11th. My dad and Randy dropped me off at the airport, and I met my mom at the airport because she was taking me because I flew standby. So luckily I had my mom with me for the entire flight, which made it a lot easier. When leaving Chicago, we went to LA to connect, and then we got on the 11 o'clock flight to Sydney, and that was a roughly 15-hour flight, which I thought was going to be absolutely miserable, but it really wasn't that bad. I watched a couple movies and slept most of the way, and they feed you, so it makes it a lot easier. But I arrived in Sydney on February 12th with my mom. Getting here was surreal. It didn't really hit me yet that I was in another country. Honestly, it still hasn't really hit me, besides the fact that the time change is really dramatic. Yeah, it was kind of an overwhelming moment because I really realized that I'm here and I'm not leaving for a while. Me and my mom got an Uber. We came straight to my apartment, checked in, did all of that, got settled. It was pretty fun having my mom here and definitely convenient to help me set up my room and get all of my supplies that I need. After my room was all set up, I ended up staying with her in her hotel just because why not? Technically still felt like vacation, but it was fun playing tourist for the first 2 days because I mean, I technically was still a tourist. I didn't know where I was or what I was doing, so roamed around Sydney, did the things that people suggested. We went straight to the Sydney Opera House because of course we have to see it. Saw it, we took some pictures, had lunch, came back, did dinner. But the next day we hopped on a ferry and went to Manly, which is a really beautiful beach that was like roughly an hour ferry. To get there, it's got a bunch of cute shops and restaurants, and we went to the beach. It was amazing. The sand here is like super soft. The oceans are bright blue. The houses all around are colorful and really pretty. Mom, say hi. And then we had lunch on Manly and then took the ferry to Darling Harbor for dinner after just toying around all day. That was honestly a pretty hard day because the time change and the sleep deprivation and all that was like really kind of like catching up with me. So we had an early night and we went to bed, and it was fun having my mom here, and it was super easy and convenient and definitely helpful. Then once my mom left, I came back to my apartment, met more of my roommates. I have 7 of them. It is 8 of us total in this apartment, which honestly was super nerve-wracking at first, but couldn't have worked out any better. We have 6 girls, including me, who are American, and 2 girls who are Dutch, which is really cool. We all get along very well. Everyone's really cool, and it's been going really well. So once I got back, I settled, and then I met some of my roommates, and we decided that that night we would go to the Sydney Opera House. There's a Sydney Opera bar next to the Opera House, and we decided to go there to get some happy hour drinks. We've been utilizing happy hour a ton here because drinks are pretty expensive, so we gotta do what we can to save money. So we went, we had a drink, and then we decided to go out later that night because, you know, when in Sydney. And so the next day, Emily, my roommate, and one of my best friends from school, who I'm lucky enough to be sharing this adventure with, finally arrived, and we spent the day getting her settled and then went to Darling Harbor for dinner, which was fun because we got to see fireworks that night because it was Saturday night, and every Saturday, just like at Navy Pier, they have fireworks. And so they had fireworks, which was really fun, and so we got to see that while eating dinner. And again, still being very tired, we came back and we went to bed. So then the day after Emily got here, we of course wanted to go to the beach right away. So we went to Bondi Beach, which is one of the more favored beaches. That was a train ride away, and it is so beautiful and so nice. It was a Sunday, I believe, so it was packed. There were so many people there. We just went, we laid out, and we just wanted to relax in the sun. It was definitely hot. There were so many people surfing, so many people laying out, but we just wanted to spend the day at the beach, and that's exactly what we did. The day after that was Monday the 18th, also my dad's birthday, which was hard because I had to wish him birthday twice, an Australian birthday and an American birthday, and that day was orientation. So I went to a presentation. They just kind of introduced us to everything that was going to go on this semester, all of that stuff, basically telling us what University of Sydney was all about and just how to get settled in the city of Sydney and all that. And then we had like a tour, which wasn't really an official tour, it was just like walking around campus. So I kind of got an idea of how the campus was, but not really. So we had that and just learned a little bit about the campus. The rest of that day was just kind of relaxing, went to a little coffee shop, and that was about it. On the 19th, my roommates and I decided to go to Manly, which was my second time, but their first time. So we took the ferry to Manly, spent most of the day there, laid out at the beach, super nice, and then we went to a happy hour there because how could you not, which was another really fun day. Then on Wednesday the 20th, it was raining, and that was pretty sad because it was one of the first rainy days since being here. So me and 3 of my roommates went to the aquarium. It was really cool. We got to see sharks and penguins and so many cool little animals and fish and everything you can imagine, stingrays. They were huge. It was really cool, and we even took a little ride through the Australian Arctic with some penguins, which I will put in some videos of that because that was hilarious and so weird and so funny, and I just couldn't believe that we could do that because it was literally free. We saw a line for it, we got in line, and we were like, what's going on? I thought it was gonna be like a roller coaster. It was just a little boat ride. It reminded me of the It's a Small World ride at Disney. It was really cute though because they were real penguins just waddling around, and it was amazing because penguins are my favorite animal. So that was a really fun day. And then after that, the next few days were still rainy and kind of drag, and so we just tried figuring out ways to just kill the day. We pretty much just hung out most of those days, ran some errands. We found the motivation from the rainy day to, of course, get ready and go out to a nightclub, which was pretty fun. It's called the Ivy. Definitely a place that we will be going back to, but it was really fun, and so that was that weekend. Then this past Sunday, it was another rainy day, but we were hoping it would be less rainy and just cloudy, but we decided to take the ferry to go to the Taronga Zoo. It's about a 20-minute ferry ride from Sydney Opera House. Of course, we wanted to go to the zoo. We're in Australia. We want to see some koalas and kangaroos, and luckily we did. They were super cute. They were all really sleepy, and they weren't really doing anything, but it was raining, so we didn't really get to see all of the animals that we hoped for, but we did see some. So it was not a waste of a day, but it did rain and we got wet, but we made the most of it, and it was still a fun day. Then, since yesterday was Monday and it was technically the first day of classes, luckily I do not have Monday classes this semester, which is gonna be really great. But since I didn't have classes, I didn't know what to do, and luckily Emily's Monday classes didn't start yet this week, so we decided to go back to Bondi Beach because it was the first really nice day in the past few days and we wanted to utilize it. And one of our roommates, Nina, got out of class early enough to join us at the beach, so the 3 of us went to Bondi. Say hi. Hi. We're going to Bondi Beach, which is where we are. How pretty. This is pretty much what we've been doing. Technically, classes started today, but I don't have class on Monday, so I'm at the beach. What else can I update my family with that I have yet to update? It's been pretty fun. Having a good time. All my roommates are great. This is one of them. And Emily. Amazing. It's the first nice day we've had. Past couple of days rained and that sucked. Look at this view right now. It is so amazing. How is this real life? I do not know. Spent the day there, laid out, went to yet another happy hour, had dinner, and then we took the bus back to our apartment, and that was it for that day, and just kind of hung out. Then today was my first official day of classes. I had 1 lecture this morning, and 2 of my classes that I will normally have this week didn't start yet. So my Tuesdays will be 3 classes, Wednesdays 2 classes, Thursdays 3 classes, and luckily I do not have Friday classes. So my Mondays and Fridays are off this semester, which I could not be more thankful. I do not know how I managed that, but it will be really fun. Don't worry, I will study nice and hard on the days off. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I've been up to in these past 2 weeks since being here. They have literally felt like a lifetime. I feel like I've been here for so long already, but I don't want to jinx that because I know this semester is going to fly by, and I just miss everyone so much. I am so appreciative that I can be here and spend the semester here. This weekend we have a fun trip planned. Me and my roommates, we're going to fly to Brisbane and drive down the coast back to Sydney, stopping in a few places along the way, such as Gold Coast and a few other places that I'm not 100% sure about yet. But that should be a really fun trip, and I will for sure keep you guys updated and hopefully post either some pictures or a video about it. It will definitely be a fun little adventure. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've been up to. I love it here. It's really great. I'm, knock on wood, not so homesick yet, but I am pretty much talking to everyone as much as possible, which is really good. The time change is definitely hard to adjust to, considering when I wake up in the morning, everyone at home is pretty much finished their day, and most of my day everyone's asleep. But if I stay out late enough past 1 a.m., everyone's waking up to go to work or school, so that's a good time to talk to people. Or if people stay up late at home, I get to talk to them a little longer throughout the day. But yeah, I miss everyone so much. I know that this semester is going to be something I will never forget. I love and miss everyone, and don't forget, if you do want to reach out to me, I have an Australian phone number. If you want it, please reach out via social media, message me on Facebook, Instagram, anything. Ask my parents for it, they have it. They also have my address. I don't know why you would need it, but if you want it, you can ask any of my parents. My siblings might have it too. Most of my friends have my phone number, so if you need it, please just reach out to anyone who you think might have it, or just reach out to me. I'm in a country that has very good reception. I will get your messages. Just do not text my American number because I will not receive it. I hope to keep you all updated as much as possible. Yeah, I hope that was a good little recap. I will try to take more pictures and more videos. I was just really kind of basking in the idea of being abroad. I love everyone so much, and I can't wait to update you all with what I'm doing. Love you all.